Is he gonna do it? Look at this. Alright, so little Mike here needs to get a vaccine done today. So we're gonna take him back to the foster center so he can get some vaccines. Still not eating on his own, so before we can go, we're gonna go ahead and give him a bottle and then we're gonna go head out. I'm about to leave to go take little Mike to go get his vaccine, and I look over and Briar and Cedar are being so cute. They were for a second. Hi guys. What's going on, little Mike? Okay, we are back. He had his vaccines, he's in good health. She also gave us some good advice on how to get him finally to wean. Because she said he should be eating on his own by now, but he really likes taking his bottle. So we're gonna try that for a little bit and see if we can get him eating before he has to get neutered in a couple weeks. So wish us luck. I know you probably don't feel so good after your vaccines, huh? I'm sorry, baby. Also, since I'm starting to get into gardening more, I really wanted to see if I could get these avocado seeds to germinate. From what I see online, it's pretty easy to do. So I'm gonna wrap them in this damp paper towel, throw them in a Ziploc bag, and see if we can get some little avocados growing. Okay, so I have my avocado seeds, have my wet paper towel, and I read online what you're supposed to do is just go ahead, wrap these up in a damp towel, and then put them in a Ziploc bag and let them sit for a couple weeks and see if they will grow. So we're gonna go ahead and do that and see what happens. Also, while we're talking about plants, as of November 7th, 3:30 something p.m., my other plants are still alive, and this one right here is looking so much better than when I last shared it. Again, still looks really bad, but way better than it was compared to when we started. And also, it's got this super long vine right here that's looking really, really good. So I have really high hopes for this one. I really, really want it to survive. My little sprout over here is sprouting more, so maybe we'll get some other little sprouts. When I last looked, I thought that these had germinated, or one of these had germinated, but I was wrong. It hadn't actually quite germinated yet, so we'll keep an eye out. Maybe something will pop out of here soon. But I'm just so proud that this one was like on Best Doorstop and it's actually starting to look better. So keep sending all the good plant vibes this direction and maybe it'll keep growing. Okay, we have about 20 minutes before sunset. And I really, really want to get a training session in with the birds before they have to go to bed. This daylight savings time is really messing with me. It's getting way darker than expected. So I'm gonna see if I can get some training in. I'm mostly gonna focus on recall with the birds that know how to recall. And a couple of the birds in here, like I said, they're a little bit less socialized than others. So I really wanna see if I can continue to build like a stronger relationship with them. So Bandito here and this girl right here, they're both very hand shy. She will step up, but a lot of the times it's hit or miss whether or not she'll take a treat or if she would rather bite me. So I just want to work on our relationship a little bit to see if we can have a little bit more of a positive association. Bandito here has never once stepped up. Again, I have no idea what these birds' backgrounds are, so I don't know if he was ever interacted with before. He has started taking treats from me, which is huge, but maybe we can make a little bit of progress this afternoon before the birds have to go up to bed. So let's get going. Yes, good girl. Yes, good boy. Good job. Good boy. Okay, I'm gonna put all the other birds away except for Bandito and my little turquoise here to see if I can work with them one-on-one a little bit. Okay, so it took longer than expected to get everyone else to bed, so, and Mr. Bandito is just ready to go into his cage. But I am just gonna go ahead and just give him a few treats from my hand just to continue building that relationship with my hands, because that is his biggest issue, is he's just super duper hand shy, just does not like hands at all. And I mean, you can even see right there, he's like leaning back as I bring the treat up. But honestly, even compared to when he first got here, yeah, he's ready. He's ready to go back into his cage for bed. Even compared to when he first got here, the fact that he is taking treats from my hand is huge. So I'll just give him some. And I didn't get it on video, but little Miss Turquoise here actually stepped up, which is kind of rare for her. Sometimes she steps up, sometimes she doesn't. She's very hit or miss. Like I said, she's not a big fan of taking treats, but I'm glad that she stepped up. She does seem to be getting better, so I'm hoping that we'll be able to continue to build a relationship. Okay, here are our tools to hopefully get little Mike starting to wean a little bit, since he has showed absolutely zero interest in weaning. I tried offering him some like wet food mash mixed with formula yesterday, and it was the most dramatic reaction I think I've ever seen. He absolutely loves being bottle fed, but it's time for him to start eating on his own. So we have some formula mixed with wet food, and then we have a syringe here as well, so we're gonna see if that helps. As per the foster coordinator, we mixed in some Royal Canin Recovery in there just to kind of entice him, because it's a super tasty food, super high calorie. This isn't anything he's going to eat long term, but rather just something to kind of make the transition between baby formula and actually eating on his own. So let's go give it a shot. Okay. So we're going to start by offering him the syringe. He's never really had the syringe before, but we're going to see if he's willing to take that. What is that? He's kind of sniffing it a little bit. Yeah, he wants nothing to do with this. He sniffed it. That's more than he's done so far. Yeah, there you go. You just took a little bit out of the syringe. Kind of licked it a little bit. Is that yummy? You want more? Yeah. Oh, that would be okay, there you go. So I'm just putting a little bit in his mouth so he understands that the food's actually coming out of the syringe. And then the idea is once he understands that the food's coming out of the syringe, we can then lure him down to eating out of the little dish. So ah, that's huge. Ah, look at that, he's eating it on his own. Is that all it took? You just had to learn that the food was coming out of the syringe? You're gonna get food all over my camera. That was huge. Let's see if we can get him to do that again. Yes, good job, little Mike. Oh, that's huge. Oh, that makes me so happy. That is the most progress we've made so far. He's coming over to look at it. He'll try not to. Is he gonna do it? Look at this. He licked it out of the dish. He's growing up. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Look at him go. You guys, this is huge. He probably could have done this a couple days ago, but like I said, this is our first foster kitten that we're having to bottle feed and wean, so still learning. All it took was a syringe and a little bit of luring, and now he's eating out of this. And then this is still really formula heavy, but the fact that he's actually eating out of the dish is huge. So then we just gotta transition him out of eating out of the dish to eating like regular cat food, or from eating like the formula mix to just regular cat food. But that's huge. This is a good note to end on. Good job, Mr. Mike. Little Mike.